testing out. This is the flight footage, stock with no antenna reflector. Flying out about 300 meters. At this point, it's sped up. This is sped up footage. Gaining some altitude a little bit to clear the buildings. I'm on a hilltop shooting the drone straight out. No direct building blocking. Get my first strong interference warning here, about 719 meters out. It is an urban environment. I'm not sure if it's due to the highway, but approaching the limit. This is the stock limit in this condition, which was around 1 kilometer. If you look at the remote control, it's at 0 bars at this point. In truth, and with full transparency, I should have pushed it until it blacked out, but I didn't. I felt that that was the end of it, and I'm gonna have round two with the reflector to compare. Here we go. Reflector is on. It's a Sunny Life brand. Which is a good brand. It's only like $5 or whatever. It's super cheap, super compact. There goes out, sped up footage as well. You can see the previous flight on the bottom left, the previous flight to compare it to, and I'm just adjust a little bit just to make sure I'm going the same path. I reach the same altitude, heading straight out. And what's different is that there's going to be the strong interference actually pops up later. So it pops up around, is it? No. $975 meters. Okay, so that's the difference. So 975 versus 719, whatever, about 250. Here it's passing the previous flight without the thing. So I can't say I'm accurate on the distance because I pushed with the reflector until it blacked out. So as you can see, I got an extra like 100 meters. I just think that's negligible, to be honest. The Sunny Life antenna reflector. So you saw the footage, and this is the conclusion. The ugly, the bad, the good. Ugly, nothing. Bad, let's see. It's redirecting the signal. So the bad would be you'll lose a bit of the omnidirectional of the normal controller, the normal characteristic. So what I noticed is maybe you lose like a bar. Maybe a bar. There could be a fluctuation, but the thing is, even if I was testing, even if the reflector is pointing down, it won't cut off the signal. So there's nothing super abrupt. So that's like the characteristic of this reflector. It's not giving you super gain, but it's still not cutting the signal by something so aggressive. So the bad would be that you lose a little bit of that signal quality, like if you're flying very close to yourself. Another bad would be you would have to install it. Nah, it's something more to fidget with, I guess. So nah, that's not a bad. Okay, let's go into the good. The good, start with the price. Price super cheap, $5, like shipped to your door. Go check out AliExpress or eBay, wherever your source. Make sure it's a Sunny Life. Sunny Life is good company. The good is the quality. The hinge is good, all good quality. The material is like a rubbery, soft material. I don't know how it's gonna last. I put it in a Ziploc bag anyway. And but you probably don't need to if you're not OCD like me to protect it. You can just drop it in your bag. It's not gonna damage the important part, which is a metallic reflector. So yeah, good quality. Sunny Life. Quality seems good. As you see inside the footage, the good would be that you are gaining some sort of boost. It's not, the boost is probably like the wrong word because it's not amplified. It's not a really amplified signal, but redirecting. So there is a sort of a slight increase in the signal for farther when you're doing kind of farther flight activity. And so I would say my recommendation would be that if you're flying 500 meters or farther, or you can even say like a 1 kilometer farther, then yeah, this is great to have. Even if there's the boost is very slight, I've seen people who reported back 30% gain, and that was with a Mavic Gear with Wi-Fi. It's a little bit different because I know this is kind of compatible. It's a very kind of simple concept about the physics about redirecting by like like using a dish style. And we know dishes work. We've seen satellite dishes our whole life, like pointed to the sky. We know that this concentrates a signal or redirect, and it can redirect the signal this way, and so. I would say that my recommendation is if you're doing farther flight, you can use this. It's not hard to install. Let's put it here, and it's bigger on the bottom and smaller on the top. So you just put it in, slide it like that. It's easier, and then ta-da, like that. Okay, so some people might complain it blocks maybe the power button. You're not going to use that anyway in flight, or the return to home. You're probably going to be pressing you'll probably be sliding on your smartphone anyway. But you're probably going to be flying more like this, and then so it's not blocked. Does not affect the operation of the remote at any level. So easy to install. So it's not a problem, and it's very lightweight. So I would say that's why I think it's all good. In terms of recommendation, yeah, I would say $5. I would recommend this because it's good to have in your bag. I would say that I would carry this all the time in my drone kit bag because there might be a time where maybe I would have to fly farther, or I feel like there's some kind of interference problem that I would fly farther, and then I know I have this to just at least boost the kind of increase the quality of the signal. So you would have to have of course your normal like good practice of pointing like the antennas towards the drone, and then this would just increase that. So even if like maybe you won't get so much farther, and maybe I would feel like I'm maybe around 10% farther, or it could be negative. It could be like nothing farther, and you might think, oh, it's not worth it then. But I would say that I definitely saw we had a pop up on my footage of the difference of maybe about 200 meters. So there is a definite physical gain. So like maybe like you're in an urban environment and you just a lot of interference. So you just want to have the signal stronger. So you have it. So I would say like in a certain conditions, you wouldn't use it in every condition, but I would say in certain conditions where you would you're flying farther and there might be interruption or disturbances or something like that I would think it's worth it, especially for the price and the compact size and the weight. There's no reason, and the ease to install it, there's no reason not to have it with you. So I would say, yeah, it's not a must buy, but I mean, this just shows you how well DJI has done the homework, stock by stock. The drone is perfect. It's polished and perfect. I really love a company who really does a good job, and but you can do it. It's just a small tweak. It doesn't really affect it negatively. You only get a mostly positive effect. I wouldn't use it all the time though, because I'm a minimalist, and I wouldn't. I like to set up and break down as fast as possible. So I don't want to fiddle with this all the time. But yeah, this gives you kind of like it's not just mental, but placebo, but it gives you some kind of better boost. It gives you a little more confidence, I think, for farther flight. My other thing I wanted to say is the one thing I saw was that I noticed that some people kind of resell these antenna things. So this is a Sunny Life, and this antenna booster is super cheap. Like I said, I think I've seen some people like a YouTube channel like reselling these and for like $15 or something like that. At that price point, I think like it's not really that worth it at that price point. But for $5, yeah, it's like you're not gonna make this yourself for $5 for sure. So don't be discouraged by someone who thinks like, oh, this is made in China or something like that, saying this is bad quality or this is wrong. Sunny Life is a good brand, and I noticed there are people reselling this thing for more than they should. There's no reason they should be reselling these for like 15 bucks or whatever. So $5 you just go search around, $5 shipped to your door, go order one and find your seller that you're comfortable with, to go through all their reviews and stuff like that. And yeah, I like to be very honest and truthful and not trying to make a dime off the viewers. So that is my experience. This is my conclusion of it. And so if you like this kind of video, you can do your subscribe, like it, comment on your own experience with it if you have it yourself. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.